Today, we're going to make a pleated mask cover with a pocket for inserting a filter or for inserting an N95 mask. Begin with your choice of fabrics. Our pattern is a piece of paper that is 8 inches by 8 inches. Begin by placing one of your edges along the fold of a fabric. You see that I indicated the word fold here because I want to remember to fold my fabric every time. You can cut out 2 or 3 patterns at a time. Some people use a rotary tool. I like to use the pinking shears because I'm assured that it will not unravel wash after wash. Once you've cut out your 8 by 8 square, you will end up with an 8 by 16 rectangle. Let's get started. Flip your fabric to the wrong side and iron down a 1/4 inch on each end. Once you finish ironing the top and the bottom, you'll want to flip your fabric over. Now you want to identify what will be the top of your mask. If you have a directional pattern, this will be important. Go ahead and fold down the top about 1 inch to 1.25 inches and iron it down. Now fold up the bottom to meet the top and overlap the two, overlapping your 1/4 inch seams. Now we're ready to sew. Once you get to your sewing machine, sew down the 1/4 inch seam on each end. Once both ends are sewn, you'll want to flip your fabric right side up. Here's where the direction matters again. Fold down the top and then fold up the bottom. Again, you want to have those seams overlapping. And now you will sew down each side. It's important that you have your overlap correct, so make sure your shorter part is underneath your longer part. When you go to sew down the sides of the mask, be sure to leave about 1/2 inch gap at each end. So you'll notice I begin sewing a little further in on the mask. Then I sew straight down and I stop about 1/2 inch from the end. You'll want to do that on both sides. Here's what your mask will look like once the inside seams are all sewn. You now have a pocket, which will reveal itself when we turn right side out. Once you get your pouch turned right side out, straighten out the corners and iron everything nice and flat again. Now let's create our pleats. I like to do my pleats so that my hidden pocket sort of lines up. Again, I'm eyeballing it. I'm not measuring anything. I start to pull on each end evenly and fold it up using my hidden pocket as my guide. One fold, then two fold. Then I make sure I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing and that it's fairly even, and I iron well on both the front and the back. Now we're going back to the sewing machine to sew around the perimeter of the mask. I like to start sewing at the bottom so that this part is hidden. Be sure to backstitch as you go so that it locks in your stitches. When you come to the corner, remember where you left the pocket? You're going to take your elastic and insert it there. I like to sew over the elastic in both directions several times just to make sure it is secure. As you sew over your pleats, take your time. Remember that you could be going through up to 4 layers of fabric. You don't want to bend your needle, and there's no need to rush. You're almost to the finish line. When you get to the bottom, it's time to insert the other end of the elastic. Make sure that your elastic is not twisted. You'd hate to secure and lock it in and find out later that you twisted your elastic. So take the time to make sure that it's flat all the way around. Insert that end into the tiny opening that you left and go ahead and sew over it several times. Continue sewing around the perimeter of the mask until you've reached all the way around. Don't forget to check the placement of your elastic and secure it several times as you sew each end. Congratulations, your mask is complete. This pocket is the perfect size for holding a standard size surgical mask or any other filtration device that you desire to use. I hope you found this mask simple and easy to make. Be sure to like our video and subscribe for more tips and tricks to live life seriously simple.